to the drugstore version of a get ready with me. So we're just going to work through getting ready to go to the movies. I'm going to see The Devil Wears Prada with some of my friends. It is raining outside, so I'm not going to do a lot. I am just going to take some drugstore brands or items that are $20 or less and put those on my face to test those out. So some of these I have worn before, but a good amount of them I have not worn before. So it'll really be a first impression just to see how they work. So here we go. I am going to start with some lip gloss to moisturize my lips. I am going to use the LYS Speak Love Glossy Treatment. So this is something that I've had for a long time, or it's a multiple repurchase. I have purchased this multiple times. I love this gloss. It feels good on the lips, and I feel it penetrate. So what does it have in it? Sunflower, carrot, sweet almond, and macadamia nut oil, cold pressed chia seed oil, and vitamin E. So I like that. I like the way it feels on my lips. It's pretty thick, but thick in a good way. Not thick in the sense that you can't move your lips around, but thick that your lips feel coated and saturated. And then for primer today, I did a good amount of skincare, so I'm hoping that adding this on top of it will be a good thing. So I have the Wet n Wild Prime Focus Clingy Serum Primer Base Serum. It has 5% niacinamide and up to 16 hours of what? Is that hydration? Doesn't say. But anywho, this is what the bottle looks like. When this was popular, I heard this was pretty good. So I'm just going to take a pump. That's what it looks like. Oh, it really is clingy. Oh, this is sticky. This is really sticky. I don't like sticky stuff, y'all. Sticky on my hands makes me feel stressed. So I am internally screaming right now. Ooh. Can you hear that? But it does live up to the name clingy. So I'm hoping this will do a good job at keeping the foundation on today. I'm not doing anything rigorous. I'm literally going to sit in the movie theater, and after that we're going to eat tacos, and that's going to be the conclusion of my day. I might go to the grocery store to get some stuff to make a vegetable broth. That has been my new thing. I am kicking myself because I've wanted to make broths on my own, chicken broth, beef broth, or vegetable broth on my own for years now. And I've watched several videos on how to do it, and I never did it just because it just seemed more trouble than it's worth. And then I actually broke down and did it for the first time last week because I had the actual ingredients in my pantry, and I had to buy a stock of celery, but you know they just don't sell like one stock of celery. You have to get the whole bunch of celery. And so I had so much celery left over because I really only needed to use 2 stalks of it. And so I was trying to figure out ways to get rid of it. And celery is one of the prime ingredients in a mirepoix, which is the base of most of your socks. So I got the ingredients: carrot, celery, garlic. Why is my memory so bad? Carrots, garlic, celery, onions, that's what I was looking for. Onions, and I added ginger to mine, and a sprig of thyme, a sprig of rosemary, a sprig of parsley, peppercorns, and I don't put salt in my food. I don't cook with salt. And so then 12 cups of water. Brought it to a boil for 2 hours, and let me tell, oh, I left out bay leaves. Let me tell you, that was the easiest thing I have cooked in my life. And so now I'm really mad at myself. And when I say I'm mad, y'all, I really am actually mad about it, that it has taken me this long to do a vegetable stock, because the ingredients to make a vegetable stock, a bag of carrots is about $2. A stalk of celery, or a bunch of celery, is about $2. A bulb of garlic is 89 cents. You'll pay some money for your herbs that you put in there. An onion, maybe $1 and some change, depending on what grocery store you go into. So overall, I'm spending maybe $10 to have ingredients to make stock repetitively, versus buying just one carton of stock, which is between $5 and $10. So I'm kicking myself for all the money I have literally thrown down the drain. Okay, so I think this has had time to set. You guys know that I don't immediately go in after I put on primer. I give it some time to set, roughly 5 minutes, but I'm not trying to bore y'all with a long video today. So I have the About Face Illusionist concealer. So I've been wanting to try this out for a while. I have the foundation, and I really like the foundation. It is one of the foundations that I recommend to people if you don't want to pay a lot of money for a foundation. It's a really good foundation to use. So I got the color MD1 Neutral, and I have the color MD1 Olive too, but I didn't know which one would match me best. So this is what the packaging looks like. I think it looks pretty nice for it to be drugstore, or you can get this at Ulta. So this is the Olive, MD1 Olive. And let's see, MD1 Neutral. This is MD Olive, and this is MD Neutral. So you can tell the slight difference between the two. I think either one would be a good match. I'm gonna go with the neutral one today. And this is what the doe foot looks like. So it's a pretty wide doe foot, which is good, because what that means is it doesn't allow a lot of product to come out. It scrapes some off internally before it comes out, because the little paddle is so big. So that is all the concealer that I am going to use today. While this is setting, I am going to look at what eyeshadow I want today. So I have on this sweatshirt with pink, purple, green, and yellow in it. So for me, I'm a person who matches my eyeshadow to whatever I'm wearing. But I don't feel like doing that much today, honestly. This is a chill day, so I am going to do chill makeup, I think, which means I'm probably only going to do 50 Shades of Brown. That's what that means. So I am going to go into the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. I've had this for a long time, And I actually rebought it because I broke the one that I had before. This is what it looks like. So this is really pretty. Different shades of brown. I think I am going to go ahead and do my eyeshadow while my concealer is drying. I'm going to go into the color Hosi. Let's see what that looks like. And I'm going to use this BK Beauty 202 brush. It's just a large dome brush. I didn't put any base on under my eyeshadow because I'm not looking for a long lasting look or anything like that. I just want to put something on my eyes to give me some color. So and I'm purposely using this big fluffy brush because I'm not looking for heavily pigmented color. Juvia's Place is known for being pigmented in their eyeshadows, so I'm just really looking for washes of color today. And then let me go into the color Cano and see what that looks like. I'm just going to put that on the lid. Probably did this a little backwards today, but this looks a little orange yellow. That's exciting to me. I thought it was gonna be like a cafe au lait color, but okay. And then I'm going to add some sparkle because this is me. Obviously, I'm adding sparkle. Who is the lucky contestant? Idea or idea, I don't know how to pronounce it. So this is a lot of color payoff, and this is with the brush. Imagine what this look would look like with my hand. So I went yellow today to match the little bees on my shirt. That was not what I intended to do, but it's on my eye now. So that's it. So I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty and Angie Hot and Flashy A506 brush and just go in and start pressing this in. Oh, I actually really like this color match eyelash. But yeah, I actually really like this color match. It's a skin-like finish once I get it on. And that makes sense because the foundation that I have, I think, is MD. I don't know why I feel the need to guess when I have these things. The foundation color that I have is MD2 Olive. So that's why I just went one color down from the foundation color that I have. And I like this. I like this a lot. It feels very, why do I have all these eyelashes coming out? That's not cool. I like the way it feels. It's creamy, but still a bit firm. It reminds me of the consistency of the Patrick Ta concealer, to be honest. But I actually like the way this one feels better. This one feels a little bit thicker, I think, than that one. So I think it gave pretty good coverage. I would say it's a medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full, but it's a good medium coverage. And I feel like I could build on top of this actually to make it a little bit more fuller, which I think I will do that. And I'm just going to build it up a little bit in the front part here. That's too much. But there we go. I'm going to let that sit. And while that is sitting, I am going to move on to the foundation. So I have the Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte Foundation. It says it is a 30-hour wear. I will almost 99.9% never have makeup on for 30 hours. Anywho, and I have the color 332. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it because I have had this foundation for a while, so I know it's set. And I'm just going to squeeze it on the back of my hand. Ooh. So that's what it looks like on the back of my hand. It has separated inside the bottle, so I should have shaken it some more, but I'm not trying to use a lot of this foundation today. I am just using a little bit, and so I'm gonna go back in and press in this concealer here. Yeah, I think that built well. I think that built very well. I'm quite impressed by this actually. I really like how creamy it is up under my eyes. I really like the way it feels. And I'm going to take my BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose N17 brush and go in and pick this up. I'm just going to press it into the back of my hand and then just start patting right up under here. And I'm not putting any concealer or anything down here. I feel I don't know. Whenever I put on like a, what is going on? This foundation is like liquid right now. And I don't think that's the consistency it's supposed to be. It smells like paint. This color looks a little yellow for me. It doesn't look like that in the light. I mean, in the mirror below though. So this, I think, is another, let me turn the lighting down some. Now, typically with foundation, I would just pat or press it into the skin. But today I wasn't going for a full coverage foundation look. So I'm literally trying to go in and kind of wipe off some of the foundation. So now I'm looking at the coverage. I think it actually did a pretty decent job down here. Let me see if I can even this out some down here. Y'all see that? You can. I turned on the light on my little mirror down here. Let me see if I can pack some of this on to build up some coverage down here. Hyperpigmentation in the bottom of my chin is always going to be my tell at how well a foundation can build, is how much it can cover up down here. Oh yeah, this builds very nicely. So you can build it to get more coverage. It definitely can do that. All right. It feels very lightweight on the skin. It's very comfortable. Now again, I only did a light dusting, and so I'm going to take my One Size Beauty sponge and just go in and go over it, just to soak up any excess, but to also, I don't want a full coverage today. So I thought about actually applying this foundation with the sponge today, but I'm just going through my brush phase. In some of my older videos, I think all I was using at the time was sponges for everything. So I alternate every so often. We're doing all sponges, all brushes. Right now I'm kind of in a mixture between the two. Okay, So this is how we look. On camera, I feel like this looks very yellow and very light. I feel like I look a little casket ready on camera. So maybe I should film in warm light. Okay, I think that's better. What do you think? Okay. So concealer looks good. Foundation looks good. I look very even. So let's go in with powder. Today I have the Infallible Blurfection. This is translucent light. And then I have the Sephora powder. Let me go over here. In 35 Bronze Yellow. So I am going to use the Sephora powder. The Sephora powder is $20, I think. I got it during the sale. I'm going to use the Sephora one all over, and I'm gonna try this Infallible one up under my eyes because I heard everybody say this Infallible powder is really, really good. So I'm going to give that a try. And let me just go in and... Interesting, this concealer is not setting into my fine line, my little wrinkle up under my eye. Okay, on this side I can see it settling, but that could have been because I added the second layer of it. So it's a possibility that if I'm light-handed with this one actually may not settle. That is exciting to me. So I'm just going to take this BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose M14 brush. It's a big fluffy brush, and I literally just poured some in the cap. And I'm swirling it around, pressing it in, and I'm just going to swirl in the palm of my hand and just go in and pack up under here. I just need enough to set this area. Can you guys tell the difference? Yeah, it's mattified it a little bit on this side. I can't really tell a difference because I'm putting so little powder up under my eyes. Okay. Well, that's what it needs to do. So I'm just gonna go in right in here, down the bridge of my nose. And then down here some. I can't tell like an immediate difference on my skin other than that areas are mattified, but I'm not seeing a massive blurring effect because this was wildly popular when people were trying this. They were talking about how blurring it was. Granted, I don't think I've used enough powder for it to be revolutionary and life-changing or anything like that, so that could be why I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. I'm going to take a BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose M15 brush, so a big dome fluffy brush. Ooh. I'm just going to swirl on the palette. Okay, so this does have a lot of kickback. I'm just going to go in the palm of my hand and then just pounce this into the skin. I'm just so excited at this point to have a powder that is closer to my complexion. So I'm excited about that. And I realized that I do have another powder. I just don't have it in the full size. I don't know what happened. I have my Kosas, cloud cushion set, and I have Pillowy, but I don't know where the full size is. I only have my travel size, so I don't know where my full size is. And that's probably why I'm just like, how do I not have a powder? Because I use that all the time. But ever since I moved, I haven't seen it, and I don't remember throwing it away or decluttering it. Okay. We go right in here. I don't really see a difference, but it's definitely lightweight. I will give it that, which is realistically more important to me. And I'm just going to take my sponge and I'm going to go over everything and just press it in. A part of me feels like that's a good thing, that I really can't tell the difference, to be honest, because that means that all the powders were very light, so nothing looks cakey. And then I'm just gonna go in with the round of setting spray. I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Last, the original. I have used this for I'm gonna have to go back to spraying my sponge, because these aggressive sprays on the face are not it for me. I don't know when I got in a business to just spray on my face directly, because I didn't used to do it because I didn't like it, and I still don't like it. Yeah, that's not comforting at all. At all. And it's not aggressive, that's just me, y'all. It's actually a very good mister for drugstore. I just don't like the feeling of spraying stuff on my face. It's like, it's a very shocking feeling. Even though I know that I'm about to spray my face, it's still shocking to me. Okay. I feel like it looks the same with setting spray and without setting spray. So that's a good thing, because there was nothing that my powders needed. None of the powders needed to be melted in, because they look the same, at least to me. Okay. So for bronzer, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer in 320 Caramel Truffle. And I'm going to stop saying BK Beauty, because at this point all of my brushes are BK Beauty, so I'm just going to tell you the numbers. This is the 109 brush, and this is a baked formula. So I'm just going to swirl and go in, start at my tracheus, and then just go down to my eye, where my eye starts. Oh, I like this color. This is really pretty. Just going to go around my hairline. to start on this side at the tracheus and go to where my eye starts. And I don't pick up product and then start at my hairline. I will always start at my cheekbone and then work my way up, because I don't need a lot of bronzer up here. I'm fine with whatever the brush has left over. Oh, I really, really like this color. It looks kind of like a blush bronzer, like a bronzer. And I think that's because when you see the reflex, it has gold marbled in with it. And it looks a little pink, to be honest. But I really like that. And then I'm just going to apply some under my jawline here. Whatever's left. All right. And with that same brush, I'm just going to wipe it off here. I'm going to go into the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Baked Blush in 410 Rose Latte. Ow. And then this is what that color looks like. I'm going to smile and then press, 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 press. I really like these. I think I like the fact that these are baked, and I like the marbling effect. So it's a mixture of the pigments that you get on your face versus just one solid color, which to me gives you immediate dimension. Okay, this is cute. I look flushed a little bit, which is good. I like that. Okay, that's all I'm going to do for that. And for my eyebrows today, I'm just gonna brush my eyebrows with this Morphe M420 brush. So it has a little silicone spoolie on the edge. I'm not putting any gel in my eyebrows today. I'm literally just going to brush them. That's it. Brush them into the shape that I want, and I'm fine with this. Okay, let's see. That's all I'm gonna do to my face, y'all. Well, no, I have some eyeliner here. So I got these new Morphe, what are these? Duo Gel Lift liners. So I got the color This is Rhyme and Reason. That's what it looks like. So the brown side is Rhyme, and the bronzer side, or bronze side, is Reason. So I'm just gonna use the Rhyme side today and just go in. And I'm not even going inside my waterline. I'm just gonna line right at my lash line today. What is this color? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely deep enough to be seen. All right. Yep, that's doing what I needed to do. And then this is Reason right here. That's what it looks like. So I'm just gonna do that right here in the front, if my eyes will stop watering. So that one didn't show up too much. It could be, it's very close to my skin tone, so this probably will only be one that you can see when the light hits it ish. But yeah, it's so close to my skin tone, which is okay. There's a time and a place for that when I just want a little bit. And let's see, mascara. I have this Essence Lash Without Limits Extreme Lengthening and Volume mascara in, what color is this? Ultra Black. I've worn this before and I don't think I liked it the last time I wore this. So I think this made my eye itch. But my lashes look amazing with one coat. Oh, I should have left things alone while they were all well and good. My eyes want to water now. And I'm just going to go on my bottom lash line here. And then I'm just going to go back over with the second coat. Yeah, we can get down, Essence. We can sure get down. Yep. Yep. And then for lips, I am going to use the color Joyful from LYS. What is this? I'm just going to swipe that here. And that's what it looks like. And I'm just going to tap it in just for a little bit of color on top of the lip gloss. And that is it, y'all. Pull out these curls, which is pretty much a waste since it's raining outside today. All right, and let me spray my little setting spray one more time. Pounce this in. Go right up under my eyes too. This is the final look, y'all. So what do you think? I like it, nice and simple. I feel like my skin looks very smooth in comparison. Everything is very light. Nothing is overstated, which I think is a good thing. It's a lightweight day. It's a pretty much quick face. Had I not been talking as much as I was and inspecting stuff, this probably would have been a 20-minute face. So I really, really like this mascara. So I'm hoping that this does not make my eye itch, because I don't wear that many different types of foundation, and so I know I've worn this before, and I don't know why it's stuck in my mind that it made my eyes itch. So I will report back down below if it did, but I really like this mascara, and I think it was like $5 or $6. So what's going to be the fragrance today? Let's see. I think I'm going to do Brown Girl Jane. I just got this one from the Sephora sale. So this is Casino. I got the travel size. I really don't buy that many full size perfumes anymore because it's just a waste. Like, I wear perfume, but I will never get through all of these perfumes if I have them in full size. So, ooh, that smells good. I just got it. So today is my first time wearing it. I like it. It smells like coffee, like a good cafe latte, espresso with like almonds or like a syrup. Oh, it smells so good. Let me tell you the notes. Okay, the top note is top notes are espresso affogato, rose quartz, and misted pearl. The heart notes are lucky red rose, ruby orchid, and hand-picked jasmine. And base notes are golden rum cake, almond foam, and blonde woods. Interesting. How do you put rose quartz inside of a perfume? Do you just shave it down? Like, I'm very curious about how these were created, but I love this. I love this a lot. I want to douse myself in it. But what I will say, the perfume is strong in the sense, so a little bit goes a long way. So I feel like somebody will smell me before they see me, which is good. I don't feel like I have a lot of perfumes where the staying power is strong, where it makes an impression, unless it's something with oud in it. So I really like that. Ooh, I like it. So if that sounds like something you like, I know I like rum. I know I like the smell of coffee, and I know I like the smell of jasmine. So those were the 3 notes that I saw that made me want to get it, because I know those are 3 that I like, but this exceeded my expectations on whether or not I would like it. It does lean on the sweet side, so just make a note of that. It's more sweet than it is, I would say, savory in that sense. So anyway, this is today's look. Thank you for watching. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll be happy to see you on the next video. Thank you for joining. Bye, guys.